Hey everybody, how's it? This is Geebz, your old composer here at the Decomposer Lounge, peeling back the layers and dissecting your favorite tracks. New band on the channel. Always shooting for the new bands on the channel when I can, of course. This is A Day to Remember is the name of the band. The song is Miracle, and it just released about a month ago, and it's got like 1.3 million views on it. And so I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to be back. You guys know my modem blew out on me last week, so I've had kind of a forced vacation, which was kind of cool actually. You know, when you realize that you don't have you don't have to do things, or you're just kind of on the side going, well, I just gotta wait till I get my shit together or buy the new whatever. You just sit there and go, I think I'm just gonna enjoy some peace and quiet. Which of course, as a grandfather, that didn't happen either. But that kind of noise is joyous as hell. I don't think many of you know what it's like to have 8 grandkids, but it's all over the place. Anyhow, yada yada yada. Let's do this. A Day to Remember, Miracle. Thank you so much for your support. You know how you can support the channel. All right. All right. No, I mean, but all right. Okay, that is a giant, huge hook, and really, without a doubt, this song was purposefully, powerfully produced for pop culture style song construction. What I mean, they were into the hook in even under a minute, I think, in this song, and the build up to it was really, really big and fat. You saw me a couple times smile. It's because the drummer does something in the hook. Where it's at you know, he's got this beat going, you know, and it's repeated itself, you know. It's an integral part of the composition, is that stuttering kind of a kick vibe. Obviously this is a band that I see here, but there's no two ways about it. There's some pretty thick layering with the synths, and there's a sequence and a little arpeggiation happening, and the opening of this kind of like an ice cold piano kind of vibe, you know, that's going on there. So the first verse was all pretty much trap, and some of the synth styled overdubs and stuff like that. The second verse, the drummer's in there, holding it heavy and stuff. There's something else that's happening that's really kind of cool, is there's that through note. You guys have heard me say this in some of my other reactions, that a lot of times, I think this is in D, it feels like, like they have it tuned down drop D, but there's da da da, that note right there, is going through the whole track one way, shape, form, or another. So whether it is that icy piano that's holding a little sequence or something like there, that's always present. And I really like that. When that's subtle like that, I really like that because it really kind of speaks to you here. This singer is incredible, tone-wise. It's just unbelievable. And especially when he does get that opportunity to throw in some of the heavier, darker, growling kind of punchiness. But this is a huge production. I mean, what I mean is that whatever the intention was here was, let's stick to the traditional form of pop culture writing. Let's get it into it within a minute to win it, with the hook and everything. So we're already 2 minutes into it, I think it is, and we've already got the hook jammed up in there. Big rich harmonies that are going on behind of it. As a matter of fact, one of them sounded a little like, I don't know what the term was, what the term I'm trying to think of, but one of the harmonies in the background sounded a little like Vocaloid. It's something I've just learned about some of the anime reactions that I'm doing on my Other World channel. Very unique technique in the voice and stuff, but I'm not a vocal coach thing, anything. Anyhow, so let's continue.
We shall prosper. My will is stronger.
Jesus. It's a church. Oh, I'm blaspheming. I said Jesus in this church style video. A lot of metal videos get shot in churches, don't they? I don't know what the association is with that. Excuse me. You just saw me go, and because there's a little sequence in that background on that note, da, 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 that's going on back there. Also, like I said, there's these subtle synth arpeggiations that are going on in a grittier sound. I really love the choices of the synth sounds that they're using for their layers, because those are more the subtle nuances, even though that first verse was pretty much, that's all it was the trap and stuff. As I recall, there was, him singing. But once again, you saw me, something else you may have heard me laugh or seen me laugh is the engineering technique of the super fast muting with the guitar, right before a turnaround started. This was as polished as production as I think you possibly can do and still keep the integrity of the power of the metal and everything that this was about. So I've never heard of the band. I don't know what their trajectory is or discography is all about. But this was so cleanly and powerfully produced and engineered. Hats off for the engineering on this as well. The guitar tones were insane. The music breakdown, which was just the deep chugs, that was like, I almost picked up my guitar and I just wanted to jam against that, because that just evoked like you wanting to really, if you're a musician, you pick up you want to get into it, but if you're a listener, I'm sure you're just banging through that whole thing. So this was great. The guy's voice, like I said, he's incredible. The musicianship is great. I think this was kind of probably to their credit, a mellow song for them to play, meaning, you know, there was not a lot of, you know, flair and like if I would say really super intense arrangements going on there. So they really dug into the consistency of what it was they were playing, and it really, you don't need to be insanely all over the place to have an incredibly powerful track, and that's what this was all about. And like I said, because this is the only track I've heard of them, I'm sure there's tracks out there that kill and, you know, push, you know, more of a an aggressive type of composition and shows musicianship and stuff. But I loved it. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done rendering this video, I'm probably going to pick up my guitar and play through it and stuff like that. But sorry, but the hook is still sticking with me. Da 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 da. It's already in my head and stuff like that, you know. So anyhow, it's a sick job, and apparently people are loving it. This is 1.4 million views as of July 21st, and today is August 9th. So that's pretty tremendous. Anyhow, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much. You guys know how to support the channel. Take care. Have a killer day. Aloha.